Welcome back. You're watching Headlines now. On to some national news now. So a full-blown war between the chairman of the Commonwealth Games Organising Committee, Suresh Kalmari, and India's Foreign Ministry. Kalmari has now released what he says is more evidence that the High Commission recommended the firm now under the scanner of the UK government. The Indian High Commission had denied Kalmari's claim that it had recommended London-based AM Films to Commonwealth Games. Earlier, speaking to NDTV, Mr. Kalmari drew the Indian High Commission in London into controversy by saying a verbal agreement involving payments of £2 lakh to AIM Films was actually decided after the High Commission recommended the firm. The UK government is probing irregularities in this business deal and has raised questions about why there was no written contract.
We had this company AIM cars also, who were told to us by British High Commissioner office.
No, but by who? By the Indian High Commission in England or by the British High Commission?
No, Indian High Commission in London.
So the Indian High Commission in London, according to you, recommends Ashish Patel's company to you.
And they gave us the rates also.
And what is the basis for their recommendation? Do you know that?
I don't know that, but we asked them to give us them because there's no time.
Is there an official communication from the Indian High Commission to you recommending AM Films and AM Cars?
Yeah, AM Cars are there, but this AM Films is a sister company.
Okay.
So they have supported AM Cars. They said they're a good company. These are rates and they're using it for their various functions. So we went by that.
Another national news, Kashmir continues to be on the edge. There are fresh protests going on in Baramulla and Pampore, and 3 people have been killed and 4 injured in firing allegedly by security forces in Pampore. Police sources say that they came under heavy stone throwing and mob also attacked an ambulance. The angry protesters also set Tehsildar's office and residence on fire. So the number of people killed in the last 3 days has now gone up by 9. Meanwhile, thousands of protesters have blocked the Srinagar-Jammu National Highway as people have defied the curfew, which is on since Saturday morning. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister has also convened a meeting of the Cabinet Committee on Security to discuss this issue and to bring about a political solution to this problem. Moving on, Railway Minister Mamata Banerjee is now alleging a conspiracy against her by the CPM. The Trinamool leader says that since the CPM is not able to face her politically, they're planning to form a suicide squad to eliminate her. She charged that the CPM and some other political parties actually held a meeting to discuss means to eliminate her. Banerjee claimed that she had information of this and says the West Bengal government too had the information. Now, rescue workers continue to struggle in their effort to save more than 27,000 people still trapped by massive flooding in Pakistan, Northwest Province. This has killed over 1,100 people and destroyed thousands of homes. But flood water now have started to recede, and also in Noshwara city, where water levels dropped, some people were seen slowly making their way back to their houses. Rains over the last week caused the worst flooding in decades in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. Some news from Chennai now. With the latest advancement in technology and growth, a growing sense of commitment to the society seems to be rising among the corporate companies of today. And running for the 12th year, the movement Citizens Run, which included the expensively shod and the barefoot runner, walked along the Marina stretch to tell beach strongers that although small, the lesser-known NGOs of the city are doing what they can with quality and dedication. Evelyn Matthews chatted with the men and women behind this venture.
Here are a group of committed individuals who've really gotten out to do something that's really close to their heart. Joining me is the trustee of Citizens Run, which has gotten out today to make that walk and to prove a point. She's Minnie Menon. How different is Citizens Run, knowing that you've been functional for the last 12 years?
Well, this year we aim to make it a movement that will keep growing every year, cut across cross-sections of society and people in Chennai. The key differentiator of Citizens Run is it's non-competitive. We ensure that the beneficiaries are the lesser-known NGOs, NGOs who normally do not come forward with an appeal. So we go through a very stringent process of selecting these people, and at the end of it all, we fund them.
One of the beneficiaries member is here. Her name is Revati. How important is this to you, considering the fact that this is your first year with Citizens Run? How special is it to you?
It's really special because Varnaville is one of those NGOs which doesn't have a huge agency support or anything. We really run out of individual donations and a small help from the government. So for us to be part of an event which is not just a fundraising thing, but to bring the children here, to see all other children from Chennai coming and running, it's much more a participative fundraising process than writing a proposal and sending it to a funding agency. And the help that's going to come from Citizens Run will go to feed the children who've been taken out of begging and who are pursuing education in our school.
All right, and in the run-up to the Madras Day, which is on the 22nd of August, every day starting today, Ndtv-Hindu brings you a special report on the city which was once Madras. And today, here's Anuradha Anand bringing you a place rich in tradition, popular amongst tourists to experience the aura of the southern culture. Here's Mylapore like you have never seen before.
Mile, Peacock, Puram, Place, Mylapore. Now, while you may not see peacocks strutting about gaily here anymore, there is certainly enough for you to fall and stay in love with one of Chennai's oldest areas, Mylapore. The 7th century Kapalishwarar temple rises majestically here as the hub around which life and livelihoods have thrived and prospered over the decades. The scene in Mylapore at 7 a.m. is very different from the scene at 7 p.m. Take a stroll here at daybreak and you will see intricate columns on home and shop entrances, flower sellers arranging their fragrant wares, shops getting ready for business, and gods being propitiated to the accompaniment of devotional music. Slowly, people start to throng the temple and life starts to buzz under the benevolent gaze of the almighty Kapalishwarar and his beauteous consort Karpagambal. This is Mylapore as it is today in August 2010, but let's step back in time and see how it was about 50 years ago. Mylapore's history is believed to predate British rule by several centuries. The great Tamil sage Thiruvalluvar is said to have been born here. Ptolemy and Marco Polo are believed to have visited this ancient site. A biography of St. Thomas mentions his 6-year-long association with Mylapore, and the Portuguese occupied it in 1523 and then the British in 1749. What a hoary history.
இங்கே லைட்டுலாம் கிடையாது. அது வந்து சிம்பிளி விளக்கு, காடை விளக்கு இந்த மாதிரி விளக்கில் தான் வந்து யூஸ் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க. அப்போல்லாம் கரண்ட் வசதி தான் கிடையாது. பில்டிங்லாம் கிடையாது. அப்போத்த வீடுலாம் வந்து ஓடு வீடு, கொட்டா வீடு. கபாலீஸ்வரர் கோயில் வந்து சாந்தம் சர்ச்சுக்கிட்ட இருக்குது. அதுக்கப்புறமா தான் இந்த கோயிலை வந்து கட்டியிருக்காங்க. கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமாக கட்டி இப்போ வந்து இந்த கோயில் இதுவாக இருக்குது. ஜனத்தொகைலாம் வந்து கம்மி. இப்போ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஜனத்தொகைலாம் பயங்கரமாக இருக்குது. டிராஃபிக்கு, பைக்கு, காரு கீரு எல்லாம் இப்போது அதிகமாகி போச்சு. அதுக்கேற்ற மாதிரி விலைவாசியும் அந்த மாதிரி தான் இருக்குது. வருமானம் கொஞ்சம் எல்லாருக்கும் சுமாராக தான் இருக்குது. பரவாயில்ல, ஓரளவுக்கு மெயின்டைன் பண்ணலாம்.
Yes, Mylapore abounds in contrasts. The residential sits atop the commercial. The traditional jostles for space with the modern. People bustle about like busy ants, while others still live unhurried lives in forgotten lanes. But once Mylapore casts its spell on you, it's hard to shake it off.
Yes, that is true. Whatever changes Mylapore makes, still we love to come to this place, and due to the simple reason that we like Kabalishwara temple, and it's part and parcel of our life. And even when our child grows also, she will used to come. Even whatever the changes the Mylapore will makes at the time also.
The passage of time is inevitable, but this is a constant. Mylapore is and will always be an integral part of every Chennaiite's soul. With camera person Raja Singh, this is Anuradha Anand for NDTV-Hindu.
And finally, here's a sneak peek of the most awaited movie of the year. Yes, we're talking about Shankar's Endiran. The audio has been released at a gala event in Kuala Lumpur and looks like superstar Rajinikanth will keep to the promise of exciting all of us with the movie.
What can your fans expect in Ndiran?
Excitement.
Evidence enough that this superstar keeps his word. The just released trailer of Ndiran, which is now available on websites, is already grabbing overwhelming attention from netizens. But that's not all. There is more good news for the Rajini fans. Sources say that the movie, which was slated to release in November, might just hit the screens much earlier in September. Hopefully, this time too, the superstar will make his fans go home satisfied.
I'm yours.
Hello, don't get any ideas.
In Chennai, Bertila, Ndtv-Hindu.
Right, so that's all we have for you on Headlines Now tonight. News and updates will continue on Ndtv-Hindu in Tamil. Moses Robinson will join you. Stay with us.